been politically active, and I've got that fighting spirit from my father. So I have been politically active for the past 30 years as a Bible-believing, gun-toting, Constitution-loving, freedom-fighting woman. I've been involved in the Republican Party. I've been involved in local campaigns, national campaigns, presidential campaigns, and because I'm very concerned about our country like all of you. For the past 13 years, I've been a pro-life activist. I've had my own pro-life organization, which has taken me all over the world, defending life and motherhood and families. And that was the door that God used to open up to introduce me to legislation. So I've been working in Austin for the past 13 years, helping to pass those great pro-life laws that come out of there by providing testimony and encouragement. So back in September, I got a phone call from our Tea Party leader, and he asked me if I would consider running against the incumbent in my district, which is 55 Bell County. And when we started talking, I knew God was calling me to run for state representative. I've been serving the Lord for a long time, and I know when he's calling me to do something. And so I did tell the Tea Party president, John Albanese, that I'd pray about it, talk to my family. I did. I got a lot of encouragement, and I pursued it. So I know that when God calls me to do something, he's going to open doors no man can shut or open. And I did beat a third-term Rhino incumbent who outspent me 10-1. But it was because my message to the voters, we went door to door. Trent was on my team, David Huber, had a great team of volunteers. But I did go door to door, and I told people this is who I am. I'm Molly White. I'm a fighter for our conservative values, and I want to be on that battlefield with the other great leaders to fight for what we believe in as Texans. And I just want to thank you for having me. I appreciate your prayers and your support. And I'm done.
I just love it when we're sending Tea Party leaders down there to Austin. Okay, so is Susan Fletcher here? Another great conservative.
Thanks so much, Mike. All right, my name is Susan Fletcher, and I have the honor of introducing our next speaker. Back in 2008, I personally worked very hard for him to get him elected to Collin County Commissioner, Precinct 1. And it's a position that he held for 5 years until he resigned to run for the Texas House. Matt Shaheen is the Republican nominee for House District 66, serving the citizens of West Plano and far north Dallas. During his tenure as commissioner, Matt cut taxes 3 times. He reduced the budget and the debt, fully funded the county's pension plan. Matt served on the Conference of Urban Counties Policy Committee, the Texas Juvenile Justice Advisory Committee, and the Council of Governments Criminal Justice Committee. Before entering politics, he was an appointee by Governor Perry to the State Board of Social Workers, where he chaired the board's Professional Development Committee and also on the Ethics Committee. Matt has been married to his wife Robin for 20 years. They have 3 children, Celia, Abby, and Sam. His family attends Prestonwood Baptist Church, where Matt serves as a deacon. Now let me tell you something, folks. If you don't get out and help these candidates, it's like leaning on a shovel and praying for a hole. We got some work to do. And I'm going to tell you, Matt Shaheen's been digging for a long time. He's a great conservative. Help me welcome Matt Shaheen.
That's awesome. Hey, so the NFL's been on TV a lot, and Daniel Snyder is the owner of the Washington Redskins. Now, don't boo. Scott Turner played for the Washington Redskins. Daniel Snyder's been under a lot of pressure lately to change the name of the Washington Redskins. There's a lot of liberals that are upset. They look at the Redskin name as offensive. And Daniel Snyder announced today he is changing the name of the Washington Redskins to the Washington Possums. He's calling them the Possums because they play dead at home and they get killed on the road. it's frustrating. Conservatives get disappointed because there are people out there that we believe in and we trust in and we work for them. We get them elected and then they let us down. We've been Republicans now since Abraham Lincoln. And it seems like the past couple of decades we've been disappointed with the Republican Party. The Republican Party needs to decide whether we're a bedrock conservative party or a bunch of squishy moderates, and I think we agree we need to be bedrock conservatives. And people need to understand that the Texas Republican Party is not the party of John McCain, but the party of Ted Cruz. And while we're on the subject, Ted Cruz would be pretty awesome in 2016, would he not?
Yeah.
In fact, the only thing that would be better is Rafael Cruz's dad ran for Ted's seat. Would that be awesome or what? Yeah. Well, look, it's vitally important that we stay strong and hold on to our conservative principles. There are so many people throughout the state of Texas and our nation that are hurting because of liberalism. There are 48 million people on welfare, on food stamps. We've got 93 million able-bodied people that can't find work. And we've got so many people hurting with Obamacare. Either they're not insured anymore or they can't find full-time work. There are so many people hurting because of liberalism. It is vitally important that we stay strong, and I'm grateful for this organization that's going to hold us accountable and be in front of you in 2 years. I think it's awesome. You know, the press has been talking a lot about the NFL again, about Ray Rice. And the press has been talking a lot about Ferguson, Missouri. Let me tell you something about Ray Rice. He's the NFL player that abused his girlfriend. Ray Rice was raised without a father in his life. His father died when he was 1 year old. He was murdered by a drive-by shooter. There's another NFL player by the name of Fletcher. His last name's Fletcher. He killed his girlfriend last year, then turned the gun on himself. That man grew up without a father as well. If you look at Ferguson, Missouri, the issue there is we have a lot of children that are being raised today without fathers in their life. The United States doesn't have a racist problem. We've got a failure of welfare, and conservatives need to step up and start talking about the reformation of welfare. If we want to win minority voters, we need to step up and start pointing out the failures of welfare. 70% of the little African-American babies that are born today are born without a father, and 40% don't make it out of the womb and alive, and that's a disgrace. And the hardest job in America, it is to be a single mom. We need to lift them up. Our churches need to minister them. But we've got to be bold and point out the failures of liberalism. Now, in November, we got an awesome ticket, do we not? We got Abbott, we got Patrick, we got Paxton. Only thing we need is Scott Turner for speaker. I promise you, I will do more than vote for Scott for speaker. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure Scott Turner is the next speaker of the Texas House of Representatives. I'm honored to be with you today. Thank you so much.